All right, last work for this week. Today we're going to look at the distributive property from a different perspective. Before we get to that, again, let's review our fraction math skills. Remember that to find a common denominator, you want to count by the bigger number. So we ask ourselves, can 4 turn into a 10? No. The next number times 10, 10 times 2 is 20. Can 4 turn into a 20? Yes, it can. It means that 20 should be my least common denominator. Also remember, you want to copy the sign as is. 10 turns into 20 by multiplying by 2. 4 turns into 20 by multiplying by 5. In the end, 14 minus 5 is 9. Again, feel free to use your calculator for that part. 20 stays 20. Keep in mind also, in terms of your Math XL, those are the 3 boxes you'll fill in, and that's all you have to do. But again, make sure you're getting help on your fractions if you need it, because they're not going to go away all year. Long multiplication, 13 times 21. If you remember, again, we do this number times both. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. After we multiply that, bring down 0. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. And the last thing we do is add up the rows. 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 comes down. Remember, again, even if there was a carry, we do not copy that over. We just put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits into the boxes. If you were asked to do 14 times 12, again, the first thing you will do is 2 times 4, which is 8, 2 times 1, which is 2. Once I'm finished with 2, bring down a 0. Then 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1. And again, from there, add up your rows. 8 plus 0 is 8, 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 comes down, 168. And again, all these digits are the only ones that you will copy over. Hopefully you're getting better at that, because those things are not going to go away all quarter, and I'm not going to be teaching them all the time, which means at some point you're going to need to know it, because I'm not going to keep putting these on your notes. Black 4, white 10. This is the result game. So who won this game would be white. And how much did white win by, since it's 2 different scores? The way we do that is by saying 10 minus 4, which is 6. On the second game, white 5, white 2. Well, obviously, since white's the only team that scored, white wins. And so since white is both teams, 5 and 2 make 7 total points that white scored. White 7 and black 9. Well, who wins this would be black. And since it is 2 different scores, how much did black win by? To do that, you do 9 minus 7, which is 2. And then black 6 and black 4, which when you do that, let's see, this black wins, obviously, because black's the only team that scored, and 6 and 4 make a total of 10 points that black scored. All right. So getting to the work, so far we've been viewing distributive property as a method to distribute meetings through multiplication. For example, since this is 3 times everything, we would put 3 times 5x and 3 times negative 4, which turns into 15x minus 12. Again, just understand that. You could verify, you could pause and use your calculator to make sure you know where the numbers come from, but that's pretty much what we've been doing. Today we're going to look at how we can distribute meetings through division. And this process is going to be shown by splitting the fraction, creating 2 fractions, and then simplifying by dividing. So when it says be sure to show the split step, you have to make sure you show the 2 fractions. So this fraction is 20z plus 70, all being divided by 5. So instead of just getting right to the answer, what we do is we split this into 2 fractions by putting 20z over 5, always use a plus, and then putting 70 over 5. That is the middle step you have to show on your Math XL. And then what you'll do is 20 divided by 5 is 4, bring down your z. And 70 divided by 5, if you don't know, just do 70 divided by 5 in your calculator, which is 14. And that would be your final answer. All right. So again, the first thing you do is you split it. The second thing you do is you divide both of them so you get to where you need to be. Second question, 28a minus 12 all over 4. So the first thing you want to do is split this into 2 fractions by putting 28a over 4. Always use a plus, just like with our distributive property, and then view this as negative 12 over 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, bring down your a. And just like multiplication, if the signs are different, it's going to be negative, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. And that is your answer. C, again, split this fraction. It becomes 14n over 2 plus, always use a plus, and if you don't, it'll mark you wrong on MathXL. Negative 10 over 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Attach an n. Negative 10 divided by 2, because the signs are different, is negative 5. And those are the 2 lines of work you have to show. So again, hopefully you took good notes, because again, if you don't take good notes and you ask questions of me, first thing I'm going to say is show me your notes. If you don't show me your notes, then I'm going to say watch the video, which means just take your notes. Otherwise, I'm going to make you take the notes if you need the assistance. And then remember that your homework assignment today has everything you need to see on tomorrow's quiz. So if you can handle the information from today, you should be okay on tomorrow's quiz. Remember that if you do not finish this quiz, today is going to be, I'm putting this up March 14th, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be 15, 16, 17, 18. So today would be the March 18th if you see this, which means that if you are looking at this on March 18th, you must finish the quiz by Monday if you want full credit. If you do not finish the quiz by Monday, you're going to get 70% of your score, and you'll need to make sure that you email me whenever you finish. But outside of that, again, just make sure you do what you need to do. Be prepared to pass. Remember that passing fourth quarter gets you credit for all 4 quarters, which means you don't have to take this class over. Outside of that, I'll talk to you later, and have a good weekend. Good luck.